What is up, DG Army? Nethervoid, also known as John, bringing you more patch videos this Saturday. Or, yeah, it's Saturday, right? Can't even remember what day I'm posting this. Now, this is the new Panther Tier 7. It's a Panther M10, American COT. I think, anyway. American COT. Well, it has German stickers on it, but it's got American paint job. I think this was an American tank captured by the Americans from the Germans. But anyway, this is a new gold tank coming in with 8.1. The tank is okay. It does lack penetration, as all the gold tanks do, 150 with 135 damage. It's really not good enough to be kind of a sniper, and this Panther is not any better armor-wise than the other Tier 7 Panther. Just its gun is not as good. But the real problem, I think, with this tank is it costs 8,000 gold. Why don't you just spend 2,000 more and get the T-34? It just doesn't make any sense why you'd buy this tank. With the penetration and damage values you're going to get off this tank, you're not going to make enough credits for it to be worthwhile. So this is more of a collector's tank, I think, than anything else. It might be, again, one of those tanks they're trying to get people to buy to train up American crews for the American medium tanks. But you can probably just do that. Well, I guess, yeah, because there are no other American medium gold tanks. So I guess that's their angle with this. Again, it's a good tank. The top speed is actually pretty good, right, as you can see right there. Of course, I was going downhill a little bit. It's good. Again, it just has a bad turret. I mean, a bad gun, and it's way overpriced. Probably, I was looking at some forum posts on it, and people said it probably should be priced more like 7,000 or something, or maybe more like 6,000, since you can get a KV5 for 7,500, and that's a Tier 8 with same pen but way more damage gun and better armor and mobility and stuff. So they don't really understand why this gun or this tank costs more than a Tier 8 heavy with a better gun. Just doesn't seem to be a good idea. Also, so you can see the rate of fire is good on this gun. It's obviously got the nice German guns with nice reload and not pretty bad shot right there. But I'm trying to lead the pack a little bit here, and I'm just kind of worried about getting jacked up because this thing is pretty soft. As you can see, I'm pelting this other M10, these two M10s, with a 150 pen gun going right through the front plates and stuff. I mean, this is really easy. I mean, look at that. I went right through his top plate with a 150 pen gun. So it's definitely a sniper. The problem really is the Panther 7, or Panther 7, the regular Panther, the Tier 7, the actual tank that came out in the war. Well, I guess this is technically the gun, you know, a tank that came out in the war. It just got captured by the Americans. At least that's what I believe the history behind it is. That gun, the top gun, is a 198 pen gun, the L100. And that gun, even though it has low damage, it still has this crazy rate of fire, and it still has great penetration and good accuracy. But this gun with the 150 pen, I just don't think it's worth it. And look at that kind of small damage. Not really worth it. With these kind of sniper tanks where you can have to shoot once and then hide if you get seen, you want something that has a bigger punch with good accuracy still, so that you can kind of take a shot and then hide for a while if you get spotted. You don't want to have to sit out there and keep taking shots because your gun shoots so fast. Anyway, looks like I'm having a pretty good game here on the Erlenberg map. Our team is down one tank, but we're jacking fools up over here on the north side. Now the south side did get crushed, and you can see there's already a scout coming up on that side. So I'm coming up here to scout. The tree is down, which means I'm not getting cover from it. That tree right there, I think that's a tree. No, is that a bush? That's a bush, actually. So I am getting a cover bonus from it, but I'm not spotting anybody. And there, my binocs kick in. And with the sniper tank, I definitely would put binocs on it. Helps you see guys that are hiding. Helps you if nobody's ahead of you, as is right here. Now the T-29 will be spotting for me. But I guess you could put... See, you could put vents, rammer, and... It doesn't get a vert stab, and that's why I don't like to use a lane drive, especially on a tank like this that has a good aiming speed anyway. So I think the binocs are a better option. You could put a camo net on it, but the tank is so big it's not going to benefit a lot, and it doesn't get a TD bonus for camo. TDs get bonuses. Along with their small volumes, they get a bonus just because they're a TD. This tank does not get that. And also, it's pretty big. So definitely the binocs is the best choice, I think, for this Panther. The regular Panther and this M10 Panther. But anyway, again, at 8,000 gold, I can't stress this enough. It seems like all the gold tanks that WoT is bringing out now, Wargaming's bringing out, are all just, they're worse than the tanks that are already out there, and they cost more than they would have if they would have come out earlier. So it's, I don't know if it's a greed thing. People buy them anyway, so they don't care. But there you go. So what's this, T-25-2? Nice, got him in the side. I mean, if you can get flank shots, that's what you're gonna have to do with this tank. Yeah, like, instead, you could buy the Super Pershing, which is 500 less. It's a tier 8. It has pretty much the same gun. It actually packs a little more punch, and it's got more armor. It doesn't have the mobility of this tank, and the gun cannot snipe, but it's got so much armor. I mean, if you're being pretty careful with the Super Pershing, you can jack some dudes up. And really, again, it's less costly. The well, I don't know about you guys, but the main reason people buy these gold tanks is to grind credits. So there's a couple things a gold tank needs to be the best gold tank it can be. It has to have a high pen, high damage gun. That's why the T-34 is the best. It has the highest pen, it's got the highest damage gun of any gold tank. That's why it is the best. Next, it's good if it has at least good armor or good mobility. Like the Type 59. It's got good mobility, but kind of good armor, not that great. So it's got a good benefit there. T-34, fairly speedy, but really ridiculous turret if you can get hull down. Low, it is really slow, and the armor's not that great. Again, the low is not as good of a gold tank as the T-34 or Type 59. The YAG 8.8. Again, I think it's too costly at 10,000. It has a nice pen, but it does not have the damage output that it needs. It's still pretty scary. An 8.8 on a Ferd is pretty scary. I have that right now on my Ferd because I don't have the top gun. Or no, I have the short 10, so I guess I do put out a little more damage than normal. But it's a pretty scary little tank. It's definitely better of an investment than this tank, even though it's 10,000. I would just get the T-34. But anyway, or is the T-34 12,000 gold? I thought it was like 10,500 or something like that. So anyway, great little game here. Let's get some end plates up, and I'll show you how good I did, or bad, or whatever.